It has been 67 years since India held its first election, and the story of the Lok Sabha is also the story of India's elders. We often say that life begins at 60 for a politician in this country. Has it always been the case? Did you know about the average age of MPs in India over the years? But first, why does this even matter? Why does age matter? Because India is a young country. 50% of India's population is below 25 years of age, 65% below 35. In 2020, the average age of an Indian will be 29 years, much lesser than China's 37. So we expect young voters to be represented in parliament, but that's not the case. In the first Lok Sabha, the average age of a lawmaker was a little more than 46 years. That number has shot up consistently. In the second Lok Sabha, that was formed after the 1957 election, the average age had increased to 46.7 years. It crossed 50 for the first time in the 6th Lok Sabha. That was right after the emergency. And since then, there have been only 2 instances when the average age of India's Lok Sabha was below 50. That was in 1979 and then again in 1998 under Atal Bihari Vajpayee. The 15th Lok Sabha, headed by the UPA, was the oldest. The average age of an MP in the 2009 Lok Sabha was nearly 58 years. The current Lok Sabha is the second worst. 56 years is the average. Let's bring you some more numbers. 44% of the Lok Sabha members right now are aged between 56 and 70. 10% of MPs are from the age group of 25 to 40 and 10% are above 71 years. The lower house basically is a senior citizens club. Let's break it down further for you. 1/4 of India's population is between 25 to 40 years of age. Their representation is only 10%. 10% for 25% of India's population. Just 8% of India's population is between 56 and 70 years, and their representation is 50%. This parliament is not for the young. And I'm not an ageist, but performance shows. The younger lawmakers clock better attendance. They ask more questions, they take part in more debates, they introduce more private member bills. The records show this. The older ones, not so much. We understand that in a country like India, to win elections, you need to be a known face. You need to be known over a period of time, and youngsters are not taking up politics like they stir up political debates on social media, but that needs to change. In a changing world full of technological disruptions and changing views on a host of issues like LGBTQ rights, like adultery law, marital rape and data privacy laws, shouldn't young India be the majority voice in parliament? The answer is yes, but the reality will be different. The next Lok Sabha may not be much better. Look at the candidates each side has fielded and you'll know the answer.